Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to another YouTube channel everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back together again, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a celebration of cinema review for Breaking for Whales. Now this is a film I saw earlier this year back in January, and some odd reason, I actually fell in love with this film as soon as I watched it, as it just has a lot of great comedy and it tells a really good story. So we're going to be explaining and talking about all the details I liked about this movie in this celebration of cinema review. But with that said, let's go and get started talking about Breaking for Whales. So I think the story of this movie is actually pretty deep when you think about it, because the whole movie it starts off when you have this brother and this sister who are kind of on their separate ways. They haven't really connected with each other for a long time. They have their own lives, but they have these pretty not so well pasts as it goes back into the stuff of their family and all that stuff, and they kind of reconnect together. And I think that's a story that is so compelling that the whole film, they're trying to get their mom's ashes inside a whale, because that's what her last dying wishes were. And when you realize it was just a joke, and the reason why she wanted to do that was to bring her brother, her son, and her daughter back together again, have that adventure to bring them together again. It's a great story of how do you get back together with your sister, get back together with your brother. It formulates that story really well, so I really enjoyed the story of this movie. Now when it comes to the characters, of course, I think when it comes to the heart of this movie, you really just get to dive a lot into these characters. Like, you have there's all these scenes of the guy saying, "I'm not gay," and commenting on, "Can you stop using the word of Lord and Christ in vain?" or stuff like that. And then even talking about the guy that he never in many years, which is like, you get to learn a lot about these characters, even though it is kind of disturbing. But they do it in such a natural way, and it fits throughout the movie, that you kind of learn about these characters, and it's like, this is kind of how people would act in real life. Now, we don't know how people are. We don't really know. Because most people, when you see them in public, they seem fine, they seem normal. But that's kind of how it probably would be in real life if they were driving across the entire world to get their mom's ashes in a whale. And the final thing we're going to talk about here is the comedy, and I think this movie is pretty funny at times. The literal first thing in the movie is the sister basically herself to a picture of George Bush, President George Bush, which I was thinking to myself, what the heck is this? Like, why? How is the film starting like this? And then she even does it later again in the movie, and I'm like, what the hell, bro? What is this? But overall, and then of course there's plenty of other funny stuff that the brother does that I thought was pretty great. Or even the guy that knew the mom, who kept crying hysterically, he was funny too. So I think the movie also has a nice sense of comedy to it too. But that is my review for Breaking for Whales. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff in the back section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And happy 3 years to Breaking for Whales.